Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? The last day of the year. Last day of the year. All right. December 31st, going into the new year. What's going to bring in the new year? Probably some more volatility. Probably a little bit more volatility than we had the last couple of years, right? We've been up, 15% a year for the last 3 years. Can we repeat that? I'd say that it's going to be difficult. I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think it's going to be more of a like a stock pickers market. All right. So and I really do. I do really think we're going to go back into that kind of a chop area. So what I really want, I'm only going to talk about a couple of stocks here today. Sometimes I just talk about too much. I just give you so much information. I'm going to dial that down. All right, I'm going to dial that down. We're just going to cover on some stocks that we think are going to move exponentially over a period of time that we can now make some money because I think we're just seeing more volatility for sure. So we'll see. Now there's some good news out on Nvidia this morning. Okay, so Nvidia is a little better here today, guys. All right, we're sitting. We got yesterday's highs, got up to 189.06. We're trading about 50 cents higher. We're still stuck inside this pattern right here. This is a daily. Okay, so still stuck in this pattern here. All right, so you got the two. This is a pivot of sorts. But you're gonna get the higher up now. So you're gonna get a day upper here. All right, and then we'll see what we can garnish from that. All right. On the big picture, when I look down, 164 is a real like this is our support level for sure. All right, 165, 164, 165. You got very strong support at that level right there. Now, we're ways off from there. All right, but I think that this is where you get your strong support. All right, coming back down at 164 and change or whatever that might be. All right, so Nvidia. I don't have anything actionable now today on the daily, but we can go down to the hourly, and we do have the one coming back down on shooters. Now that's going to take reversal back up. All right, and we're going to be at 189.56. So there was a gap here. All right, but we've already filled that gap when we came up on this thing. And if you look at just from the last couple of days here, guys, we barely just got out on Monday. All right. So I'm sorry, on to yesterday. All right. So outsider yesterday, everything kind of trapped inside there, but now we're going to get out and 188. Right. So we're going to be at 189.63. We're coming back up into this area right in here. All right. So still going to have to fight with all this business up here. All right. I'm not a big fan of Nvidia. But China ordered a lot of chips here, so there's some good news here. I almost expected from the news that it might be a little bit better, but it is what it is. That we're getting a move to the upside here, so we're gonna triangle out some of this right here. Right, we're going to triangle out all this here, and then what we have to do is we have to find this to be our new support level. All right, if we can get up here and we can hold here, that can be our new support level, and then from there we can start to exponentially try to start moving back up to those highs that we talked about. What do we got? 212 or something like that. I'm going to pull that back down a little bit here. Let's go back down to the daily. 212 and 19. So we're trying to get back up to here. All right. So on your daily, you're really stuck still inside this pattern for right now. All right. But we'll see what we see. I'd like to get an insider here and see if we can get some change that tries to come up. And then when we look at it on the monthly, you got that 2-1. We got that 2-1 on the month. There's another one that's coming into the new year with the 2-1. All right, and 192.66. We're getting pretty cozier with that. All right, so we'll see what today brings. Again, we're going to still be inside the month here, So we're staying in there, and when we're looking like we're going to be coming back inside with the 212 possibly, or at least a 211 for sure. You're going to be a 211 for sure, and then we wait to see if it can start to take a step up. And I think that the rest of the group is going to need to move with it exponentially as well. And we know that the AI stocks have been difficult in the last couple of weeks. All right, just chopping. All right, so that's NVIDIA. That's my thoughts there. Keep an eye on that 212 on the month. I think that's the bigger picture. All right, there's your daily. All right, and what are we talking about? We're talking about Nike, man. So a couple of insiders buying chunks of stock in Nike. I, the gap are down. It's already been filled. It got filled immediately. Right, 80% of all gaps get filled. All right, but so here we are, 63 bucks this morning, guys. So we're gonna take this 212 back up. Looks like we're gonna be trading at $63 here, or just about 62.95. All right, so 62.95. That's going to bring us into this area right here. All right, so 62.95 gets us to this low. All right, and then we start to fight against all this business here. All right, so more importantly, what I want to see here is that, because I think that Nike will, you got the initial, you got the move down, you got the gap up with the Tim Cook, and they held up pretty well. And now you got the insider, somebody else buy some stocks, and now all of a sudden it's moving up again. All right, so I'm looking for this support level at $60. All right, I'm at like 60.40. All right, so I think that so I would look for any pullbacks that come back in Nike. Making sure that the month is still doing things right. All right, but coming back in here, so I'm going to say like around 61 bucks, 60, $61 for a nice support level on Nike, and we'll see if Nike can get going from there. And then when you look at it on the hourly, you got that gap. You got that gapper up, and then that has been holding up pretty well. It's been choppy, but this 3 that went up there, everything trapped inside there, guys. All right, so this guy right here, but this is getting blown out today. All right, so 63. All right, we're coming back up into this area right here. We're filling that gap. All right, so that's what I was just showing you earlier on the daily. It's the same chart. All right, so again, 60 and a half. I think good support level there. I don't think I would chase it up here this morning. I just let this thing be and see what it wants to do. 62.88, pulling back a little bit right now. All right, and then we'll pull it up on the monthly. And there we are, outside month, guys. All right, so outside month, and you're going to be coming inside there, but you are going to be at the higher end here. But to get out of the month, it's going to take 69.14. So we got a ways to go from there. All right, so we're definitely going to be 3-1 inside here, but if we come in green, then we're going to watch the weeklies, and we'll start to see how the weeklies start to act. All right, and we already know kind of what the weeklies have been doing here. It's the 2-2 back up. All right, so we're going to need continuation from that. You are fighting this week right here. All right, at 66.18. So that is the big one that we going to have to move through here. All right, mother bar here. All right, so I think Nike's better, but I'd like to get the pullbacks and see if we can pick some Nike up at around that 60, 61. Protect yourself down at 58 and see if the thing can go from there. All right, so I think it's better. But we'll see as things go. Okay. Salesforce, if you can't, there's a real good article in Barron's this week on Salesforce. And Salesforce, I've been saying that there's been exhaustion risk, right? I said 68 was very much exhausted risk. We got up to 267.97 that day. It pushed higher, okay? But you see that we got this resistance here, all right? Now, going through up into this area here, all right? This is this is where we're trying to get to, all right? Trying to get back up into this area over here. You do have an actionable today. And we're holding pretty good. I'm going to say that it's close, but I'm going to say that it needs to stay above 264 right now. All right. I think if she breaks below 264 and she starts to come back down, then we start to talk about 258. All right. Then I think with 258 we come back into this area in here. All right, I'd prefer that to happen, and then because then we get a better crack at it. But 231 right now to finish the day. Yeah, the last so what Thursday, whatever it was, Tuesday, right? Today's Wednesday. Right? Monday, Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. All right. And full day today, by the way. Full day today. All right. It is not a half day. All right. So actionable on the day here. All right. I think in 264, guys, we need to stay above there. And then here's the thing. If we get up through here and we hold up here, this will become our new support level. Okay. Resistance will turn into support. All right, and that's my thoughts. I think Salesforce gets better. This thing's been higher, guys. All right, I mean it's been over $300. All right, so coming back here, I like it today with the 212, but she looks like she's probably going to be inside 265. She's already inside pretty handily here. All right, so we'll look for this. I really would like to come down and hit this 264 level and see if we can hold there. And then, and it's a day. You got to hold it for a day, okay, at least. All right, so Salesforce, better. It's definitely been getting better. And you got the week. Now, they ran away on the week on this thing because of that resistance that we were seeing. Okay, but we're shooter down now, but we're still sitting green. Okay, so that's not horrible. All right. So that 264 level, we need to test that, okay? We'll see if we can get it. And then the month is really nice, okay? We know that the month is good. All right, 2-2 up on the month here, finishing the year with some strength. All right, and we'll see what happens if we get back up to 269, and if we hold there, that becomes our new support level, and then we'll see if it can move from there. All right, so I'm not going to go. I'm only going to go through these three this morning here. I'm looking across the board here. RKLB, man, doesn't stop. RKLB, look for Rocket Lab. Look for Rocket Lab to come back up higher here. It's fighting every day here. And it's the AI trade, and that's where it's at. And until they get their act together, we're still kind of garbagey here. So this made this move to the downside here, and then yesterday it kind of fell apart. It was trying to get a rally going yesterday, and it puked it all out, coming back down. All right, so Rocket Lab, General Dynamics is one of the ones I talked about yesterday. Had that 312, just nothing came from it. This is a daily. We can go down to that hourly. This is that 312 that failed, and then that was it after that. Sellers still in control. I think that those stocks are still going to be pushed down. All right, because I think there will be a turnaround coming on these. You got to nibble on these things as they go down, all right? So that one, Raytheon, RTX, that one's probably a little bit better there, all right? Chop trading, as you can see. Then we're hoping for the chop to break here a little bit lower. Come on down. Give me some support levels around 181. That's only $3 off, and we'll see if we can get back down there. And again, nibble a little bit as they come down. I think they will turn around better. I think the whole year that group will probably be pretty solid. All right, now gold and silver doing its thing again. Copper's down today, so we'll see if anything happens there. Boeing, real nice day yesterday. Got up to 221. It's backed off. And we'll see. I think Boeing is going to get its act back together here again, but we want to be buying Boeing. And when I look at Boeing, down here, guys. I'm at this 215 area, 216 area. I think got good support level there, as you see right there. Okay, I think pretty handily there. We'll see if anything can do with Boeing. I think Boeing definitely going higher, and I've already expressed my opinions about that. Retail, we know we lost retail. We know we got energy back. Look for another energy day up here to the upside. I'm looking at Oxy right now. It's already higher again after a really nice day yesterday. And we got OIH a little bit higher as well. So watch for those drillers to see if there's continuation on some of those. We talked about Schlumberger. We talked about Halliburton. We talked about all those stocks. Okay. We'll see what energy wants to do. Schlumberger comes back inside here. All right. So you're going to see that Nike move up here this morning. So just wait and sit tight with it. It might be a little run sheep run, and then she'll probably come back in. All right. So that's it. I'm going to leave it at that, and then I'm going to pick up a few other stocks here during the day. And I don't know if I don't know if I'll be here all day, but I'm here now, and I hope that this helps. And then we'll see what the rest of this year is going to bring us. All right. So be good.